wanna be where the people are.
Poor child. I'll make you human for 3 days.
Is that even possible? Watch and you'll see.
This Friday,
Someday I'll be.
experience the motion picture event of the year. Disney's The Little Mermaid. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. In theaters Friday.
Sherman and Tingle in the morning.
I went to my son's 8th grade graduation last night. They call it something different, though. It's recognition now. They don't call it graduation.
You better recognize.
Yeah, we got recognized when we went to that 8th grade graduation last night. But it's funny when you go there. And I couldn't believe how many people were at an 8th grade graduation. It's like everybody that was ever born in their family showed up to the 8th grade graduation. There was like 1,800 people at an 8th grade graduation. And they were more, and the kids that were being recognized were better behaved than the crowd.
Yeah, it's a special moment where your kid takes the next step in life.
Yeah.
And so everyone's there to cheer them on.
Well, that's
and the kids love it because they get presents.
Well, they always say, the person that's speaking, usually it's a faculty member. They go, okay, we're going to say everybody's name. Hold your applause and don't make any noise until the very end. But nobody listens to that. As soon as their person is said.
You have it like, woo! And then another crowd. Woo!
Somebody has a cowbell. There's always a cowbell somehow. I'm like, who snuck in the cowbell?
I remember when I was in 8th grade and I was the class president and I had to give a speech at the, what did you call it? Recognition?
The recognition,
yeah. We called it graduation. I had to give a speech and I nailed it. And I remember I dropped the mic and I went, peace out. Tricks.
You dropped the mic?
It's beautiful.
I love, too. They at the end, they go, all right, nobody get out of your seats. We're going to let all of the graduates leave first. You would have thought there was a 4-alarm fire on those bleachers as soon as they were done saying that. Just a mass hysteria trying to get out of the building. I'm like, listen, there's no smoke. We're fine. Let the people that were recognized out of this place. It makes you think of that one song, though, for people graduating, whether it's high school or college. Remember the band? It was late 90s. Baz Luhrmann.
Oh, Baz?
Baz Luhrmann. Remember this?
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 97.
97.
Wear sunscreen. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now.
Remember this?
Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked.
See, I thought that guy was stupid when he was saying that, and you listen to it now like, son of a gun.
It makes sense.
He was totally right.
Man, that's when I look good.
Yeah. So, what advice would you give to the class of 2023? What would that be? What advice would you give?
My specific advice, I wish I can go back in time. And set aside, when you get your first job, set aside $100 a paycheck. Just $100 a paycheck. That's it.
It's a lot, though, when you're starting out.
I know.
That's
it's
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But if you think about it, you could do that. It's $200 a month. Even if it's not 200, just, 100. Even if it was just 100. Just set that aside. Set it and forget it. Ron Popeil, baby. Because one day you'll look and you'll have a ton of cash and you won't have to worry about things as much as you have to. I'd give anything. I didn't save properly, and I would give anything to go back in time.
That's the common
and save
thread.
Properly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Of saving the money, because you just don't think about how fast that's going to go. It's crazy on how fast that goes. And I say that to my kids, and my parents said it to me too. You won't believe how fast it goes. Like, yeah, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. But then when you get working, and you're working every single day, and you're looking forward to the weekend every single week.
My first job was my first major salary, I remember, was $50,000. That was when I felt I made it the big time, right? And I could have easily put $100 away. Instead, I spent it on booze and going out and stuff like that. Just $100 a paycheck. That's it.
Look at you. Mine was $14,500.
That was your first salary position?
Yes, $14,500. I didn't even have enough money for toilet paper. I used to steal it from the radio station.
I went from $6.50 an hour to $50K a year, and I went, oh my God, I'm rich,
Holy
baby.
cow, man.
I'm Trump.
Richard,
Give me that Trump money back in the day.
Richard said, find your passion in work life. Don't lose it. Don't spend your 20s in a drunken stupor. I wasted a lot of money and time lost going out to all the ladies' nights. But then, at the same time, Steve replies right next to it, go out and have a beer with your friends. Nobody's going to look back on their lives remembering the nights they got plenty of sleep.
I agree with that. You got to listen. You got to have some fun, but just save.
Jim says, the world owes you nothing, so don't expect anything for free. That's good bit of advice right there. A lot of people always like to point, and my kids do the same thing. I go, you're not going to be the victim. You're not going to point at everybody else for your problems. It starts with you. I say that to them all the time.
Julius has very specific advice. Whenever doing laundry, always include underwear. That strikes you as odd, right?
Wow.
He never included it?
Maybe they have a condition. I don't know. Donna says, never co-sign for anyone ever. Sounds like they had a bad experience on that one.
That's good.
Tiffany says, put down your phone. That's an easy one to go with. Yeah, put down your phone. You know, that actually goes with the updated version. The updated version of Baz Luhrmann.
Oh, yeah?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, sure
You know,
did.
like the one what I just played just
Legendary.
a second? Yeah, this is the updated version of that.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 23, turn off your phone screen. If I could offer you up one tip for the future, less phone screen would be it. Long-term benefits of less phone screen have been proven by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now. Stay out of the left lane in the road because it will just tick off all of the people around you. And stay out of the left lane while you're driving your car because everybody will hate you. Don't drive in the left lane if you're driving to work and just want to stay there just because you think it's cool. Everyone wants you to die. And don't drive opposite of the right lane, which is the left lane, because that is where people pass, and they don't like you there. And don't steer your car towards the left and sit there while you're on the interstate in the left lane. All the people want to pit maneuver you. And don't think about driving in the left lane, because that is the place where all the people driving dislike you. And if you think about driving in the left lane, that is fine. You can think about it. Just don't do it. But you find yourself in the left lane, remember, you must pass somebody and then rapidly get back into the right lane. Because if you don't, people want you to have a flat tire. And if you're ever in the left lane and somebody gives you the finger, that's a clue. Get back into the right lane. But trust me, I'm turning off your phone screen.
Hey, it's good advice there.
I wonder if anybody is in a left lane right now listening to that going, yeah, maybe I should move over.
If that's the case, everybody in the left lane that's behind that person, you're welcome.
The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.